All right, guys. So, of course, we do need to talk about the Armory once again. And, of course, we need to talk about Desert Eagle Heat Treateds most specifically because I woke up, I got on Counter-Strike today, and this is absolutely insane. I mean, obviously, this isn't unexpected, but it just seemed like over the past couple months, that timer, it seemed like there was always so much time. There was always so many days. It didn't ever seem like we were going to get here. But now there is just 1 day left on this limited edition item. One last day to get the Desert Eagle Heat Treateds. And whatever happens next, as far as the Desert Eagle Heat Treated prices and whatever ultimately replaces this in the Armory is going to be absolutely insane. So the next couple weeks are going to be a ton of fun, and I can't wait. But of course, first, just want to mention my cash trading business real quick. If you guys are looking to sell any of your CS2 items, turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. We buy pretty much anything and everything for the right price, but obviously we're looking to get those big deals done in 2025. We want to buy, your whole inventory. We want to buy bulk cases. We want to buy knives, gloves, expensive skins. Help you get those big deals done safely, effectively, and efficiently. And of course, by selling to me, you're helping support me, my channel, my content as well, which I would appreciate a ton. With that being said, let's get right into this. So, Desert Eagle Heat Treated, 1 day left. This is crazy. And I know that right now there are a lot of people redeeming these. There are a lot of people going after these. We have seen, I know my head is going to be covering this up a little bit, but I can move, maybe I can go over here. But we can see that the Desert Eagle Heat Treated prices have actually been dropping a little bit over the past couple of weeks. I mean, this is on Buff 163. If we go back to, the middle of December, it's about a month ago at this point, average price was about $45, but then prices started going up. We hit all the way to a price of almost $100 on average right around Christmas time. It sat around $70 for a while, but now we are all the way down to an average price of around $40, $50, somewhere in there for those Desert Eagle Heat Treateds. And I do think that's for a couple of different reasons. Like I said, obviously as that countdown ticks down, people are definitely starting to get a little FOMO. People are wanting to take their last opportunity to be buying Desert Eagle Heat Treateds. Also, there's been more and more talk about them. Obviously, we've heard, hey, the ROIs aren't even correct. Hey, Desert Eagle Heat Treateds are actually a better way to redeem your stars than we ever would have imagined. We also know that the bot farmers, we've heard, like the Chinese bot farmers have started going after those Desert Eagle Heat Treateds a lot more. So there's a ton more people redeeming these than there has been probably in the past couple months. Right when it dropped, a ton of people were going for these, and then like a month or two of not really anybody going, but now people are starting to go for them once again, and they're about to be gone, which is really, really, really crazy. What's going to happen with them going forward? I don't know. Yes, they are a limited edition item, but yes, there are big quantities out there, probably even bigger quantities than we know, with people on and unregistered accounts and items that we don't even know exist and stuff like that. They are a very cool item. The blue gems do look really cool, but also at the end of the day, even in the blue gems, there's a bunch of different patterns. There's still big supplies and quantities out there, and the ones that aren't blue gems honestly don't really look that good. The shittiest heat treated patterns look, I don't know, really bad, like a default Desert Eagle in a lot of ways, but a very, very expensive default Desert Eagle. So I don't know. There's so many different ways I could see this going. It's going to be so interesting to track and see what happens. And again, we've seen limited edition items do insanely well in the past. We've seen limited edition items not do so well in the past, but it's going to be interesting. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of money invested in these things. A lot of people are choosing to stay away. A lot of people are going to make a lot of money, miss out on a lot of money, lose a lot of money. Something's going to happen. This is going to be a huge part and a huge topic of the CS2 economy for a while. And also, obviously, however the heat treated performs, that could affect future limited edition items as well. If the heat treated, explodes in price and people make a ton of money, people might want to invest in the new items, blah, 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 whatever. I don't know. It's going to be super fun, super insane to track. Personally, I'm not really investing in these, but I don't think they're the worst investment in the world. I think it could be interesting. I think there's probably better places to have your money, but like I said, I've been wrong before. Maybe people are going to make a ton of money off these. Maybe this is going to create some generational wealth for some people. I don't know. But what is coming next? Obviously, once the Desert Eagle Heat Treated gets removed at some point tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow, I know there's a lot of people being like, oh, Valve's going to be on Valve time and leave this thing in too long or forget about it or whatever. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think tomorrow we're going to get a pretty big update for CS2. I think tomorrow Train is going to be brought in. I think Vertigo is going to be removed. I think the Desert Eagle Heat Treated is going to be removed. I think something new is going to be brought in. But what is that new thing going to be? And again, however the heat treated does and performs in the price movement, price action, that's going to be super interesting. But the new thing that comes into the Armory Pass is also going to be super interesting. And it actually is pretty important because Valve obviously wants people to buy Armory passes. They want people to be playing the game. They want people to be redeeming stars, earning stars, all that stuff. So they're going to probably want to put something pretty cool in there. There's a lot of people speculating that we could be getting the AK-47 heat treated next. And again, this would be absolutely insane. And yes, I know what you might be thinking. We already have AK-47 case hardens, but again, that does not stop Valve. Having a case hardened does not necessarily mean we cannot get a heat treated. Again, we already have the 5.7 case hardened in the game from the Arms Deal 2 collection. And guess what? Valve also did recently release the 5.7 heat treated in the Sport and Field collection. So just because a case hardened of something already exists does not mean it cannot get a heat treated. And like I said, Valve wants to have a crazy item or crazy items or crazy collections or whatever in the armory because they want people redeeming stars. And hey, the AK-47 heat treated, I don't think this is coming tomorrow, but it's a possibility. It's an option. And this would really affect the markets in a big way because obviously there's a ton of people out there who have a lot of money invested into AK-47 case hardens, especially a lot of people have a lot of money invested into AK-47 case hardened blue gems. And I do think that obviously if heat treated came out, that would drastically mess up the prices on a lot of those things that could, affect the CS2 economy in a big way. And I don't think Valve necessarily cares about that. I don't think, that's something they're really worried about. But I also just don't think we're going to be getting the AK-47 heat treated next. There is also some people out there who say, hey, maybe the AWP heat treated is coming next. Obviously, we got the Deagle heat treated. We got heat treated for a main item in the game, a very popular big item. So people are speculating Valve maybe wants to continue doing that with just heat treated items. It is also obviously possible that maybe we're not even going to get something heat treated. We could get some other different pattern based skin or something like that. If Valve does do another limited edition item that is a skin, it almost certainly has to be pattern based or differentiated in some way because just by clicking the button you automatically get that skin. And if it wasn't pattern based, if there's no differentiation between the items and there's not really a reason to redeem in mass quantities or anything like that, so that's a possibility. Another thing that people are really wondering or waiting for is an M4, either an A4 or an A1S in the heat treated as well. I think there had been something in the files about that previously or whatever, but again, that's another big item that would really move stars and get people excited and get people buying into stuff. I don't know. These are all very real possibilities. Again, I think these are all things people would be excited about. I think they're all things people would be unboxing a ton of. Gemsry Gregory tweeted about this. He said the armory in 5 days. Now, I think this is very interesting as well. Obviously, the heat treated is going to be likely removed at some point tomorrow, but then there's also a ton of speculation going on about what else is going to happen, what else is going to change, what else is going to be removed, if anything else is going to be removed. Now, again, I'm in the camp that I don't think anything else is going to change tomorrow. I think a lot of these things will be rotated out eventually, but I don't think right away. But Gemsry Gregory here does say, what if tomorrow they added some new collections? Now, again, honestly, in the screenshot, he's not removing anything. You can see in the Train 2025 box, he just added a little arrow where you can rotate between the Train 2025 collection and the Overpass 2024 collection, and also between a new case and the gallery case, being able to switch between those. That would be pretty interesting. But also, he did add in, obviously, that AK-47 heat treated in the top left corner as well. These are all possibilities. Again, we could get the Train collection added to the armory at some point. We could get a new case added to the armory at some point because the Kilowatt case came out in February of last year, so it's been about 11 months since we've gotten a new case actually added to the rotation. Obviously, we just got the gallery case in October, so it's only been 4 months since that case, but I don't know if Valve wants to do a new case every 4, 5, 6 months, whatever. Between February and October, it was 8 months, so I don't know. That wouldn't put us at a new case in at least a couple months from now. I don't think a new case is coming, but again, I do think a Train 2025 collection could be coming to the armory at some point. It could replace Overpass. It could, come in here with a little arrow or something. It could just, wipe some other stuff out. It's going to be very interesting. Another thing that people are potentially looking for, and this is something Arrow tweeted out, this is something I had thought about, but it was absolutely hilarious, is what if we get limited edition items of some other thing? What if we get limited edition sneakers? What if, I've also heard some people say, what if we get a limited edition agent? Which again, I don't think is going to happen because you'd need it to be pattern based. You need there to be some differentiation. I don't know if there's enough differentiation with agents or anything like that, but we could get an agent collection added to the armory. We could get new patches added to the armory. We could definitely get something like that, and those could potentially just replace the Desert Eagle heat treated. There doesn't always have to be a limited edition item. There's nothing that says that. There's nothing that guarantees that. I don't know, but tomorrow is going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting in so many different ways. I'm going to be tracking the markets. I'm going to be looking at the Desert Eagle heat treated prices. I'm going to be looking at the blue gem prices. It's going to be so crazy, and then also I can't wait to see what replaces these release and what comes next and how the community reacts to it, because no matter what, this is really, really exciting. I know a lot of 2024, we weren't getting new content and people were asking for stuff and it was really boring and lame. But now we're hopefully in an era where new content is going to be coming all the time. So that's going to be exciting. So it's going to be fun. And I can't wait to make content about it, talk about it, speculate about it, invest in it, and hopefully, make some money surrounding this new stuff as well. We'll have to wait and see. Pretty much every video today, guys. Hopefully catch you the next one. Until then, peace.